Easter cats for Super Cat Sunday. Hey, Dani.
How about some spring or Easter cats? Does that sound good?
That sounds great.
I think we can handle that,
I
right?
love it.
We are starting with Tiki, who is saying, I am the centerpiece. And Tiki, I could not agree more. You are the main event. Very cute on this Easter table. I love the Easter eggs around that wreath. Very sweet. We also have Oreo, who's kind of the same vibe, right? You don't need a wreath on your door. Just put me in the middle of it. Joan, you have a very cute cat. Thank you for sharing with us. And we have Rocket here hanging out with the Easter bunnies. Very sweet on this Saturday morning from Evelyn. And lucky us, we've got a great forecast. Visually, not looking like the best day. It is so gray out this morning, but it's so mild, I don't think we mind. Temperatures in New York City are starting in the mid-60s, so we're already above average for our highs for today. And this is our starting spot. We end up in the 80s this afternoon with a breezy wind and a mostly cloudy sky. Temperatures today so warm, but a front is moving through tonight, bringing a spotty thunderstorm threat. I'll let you know how far our highs fall into tomorrow, coming up in the AccuWeather forecast after the break. Plans, just want to make note of it. A passing shower is possible. Then overnight into tomorrow morning, the cooler air moves in behind the front. It helps to clear out the cloud cover. Highs tomorrow fall to the 60s, but tomorrow looks absolutely fabulous for your Easter plans. Mix of sun and clouds, highs in the upper 60s. Even if that is much cooler than today, it's still a great outdoor day tomorrow. Just feels and looks a little different. Today, mostly cloudy skies. Spot storms this evening. High temperatures topping out in the low to mid 80s. Again, the exception is south-facing shores. Everywhere else, very warm for your Saturday. Be aware of that late day shower or thunderstorm threat, then partly cloudy conditions overnight. Our highs for our Easter Sunday fall to the upper 60s, but tomorrow really looks nice under a mix of sun and clouds. It is cooler than today, but still warm enough to be pleasant. But yeah, it's so warm that I don't think we care about the wind or the cloudy skies. You got to get outside. It's so bad.
Right? I mean, I think it should happen.
I think I deserve it.
Put it out there.
Either that or a brand new Porsche. I'll take either.
You got, you know, one or the other.
Come on now. All right, we've got some Easter cats, and I do need 5 more Easter cats. So if you have a picture of your cat celebrating Easter, please email it to superpets@wabc.com. Lucia's here, got the memo, wearing the Easter bunny ears. So cute from Fallon Brett. Thank you so much for sharing your baby with us. We also have Tucker here posing for the picture in the Peeps bandana. Shantae, I know you don't like to eat Peeps, but you don't mind looking at them on Tucker, right? I mean, come on. How cute is that? Blue-eyed kitty, so sweet. We also have Cleo, and Stephanie always does holiday-themed photo shoots with her pets, and it makes my day every time I see one pop up into my inbox. Stephanie nailed it with Cleo, the Easter baskets in the little cute bow tie. Very sweet on this Saturday morning. Today's forecast, I don't know if it gets better than this. Yes, it's cloudy. Yes, it's windy at times, but with highs climbing to the low to mid 80s, I don't think we mind. Some spot thunderstorms tonight. I'll let you know what that brings in for your Easter Sunday coming up after the break. All sorts of shades of pastel. And I know it's not great news to wake up to a layer of cloud cover and gusty wind, but the clouds thin and the winds calm the wind moving into this afternoon, so things do get better. Looking at forecast high 68 degrees today. Yesterday we hit 85. A lot cooler, but closer to where we should be this time of year. I wanted to start down the shore because yesterday temperatures were warm enough to support a beach day for the Jersey Shore at least. This morning we're starting in the 60s. 68 in Point Pleasant, 66 for Asbury Park, 64 for Sayreville. On Long Island this morning I slip at 63. Bridgeport is 62, but you can see those blues starting to work in north and west of the city. That's the cooler air coming. And once that front clears the area, the clouds will break and clear a little bit. Our temperatures do cool off into mid-morning, and the wind gusts will relax. But this morning is still noticeably blustery with gusts close to 40 miles per hour this morning in White Plains. That's elevating the fire danger, just given the fact that we're dry, and that's not just the dry ground, it's also the dry relative humidity, just 20 to 25% today with gusts over 30 miles per hour. So be safe and smart when it comes to burning. I wouldn't necessarily recommend outdoor burning on a day like today because if a fire starts, it'll spread rapidly. But the winds will relax second half of your Sunday. This morning is noticeably breezy. Midday, still a little bit of a lingering breeze. By this evening, a lot calmer. And that's just as the front pulls away from the area. And it will clear the cloud cover with it. We're already starting to see some of the sun work into the lower Hudson Valley. That'll get into the rest of the area in the coming hours. So this afternoon ends up being beautiful. We do get a little cooler through mid-morning as that cooler, drier air filters in behind the front. So we'll drop to the 50s by 10, 11 o'clock. It'll start to feel a little cooler. And then this afternoon warms us back up. We're back in the mid to upper 60s today under more sunshine. A few clouds will stay in the mix, but nothing all that gray. It ends up being absolutely beautiful, especially as the wind weakens. Now overnight into tomorrow morning, the cloud cover moves back in, partly to mostly cloudy skies by the time the sun rises tomorrow. And in general, cloudy and cooler conditions for the start of the week. But tomorrow's temperatures topping out in the 50s. That's the coolest day of the next 7 at least. So we can get through it. There's beautiful weather on the other side. Tomorrow night, a few spotty showers showers moving through mainly late, so it shouldn't mess with too many people. This could linger into first thing Tuesday morning, but Tuesday afternoon, spectacular. Highs are back in the upper 70s. We're seeing sunny skies, and it's not just Tuesday. We're in the 70s with sunshine on Wednesday, 70s with sunshine on Thursday. We don't see the clouds and rain return until the end of the work week. So lucky us, we get several really nice days ahead. And today is no exception. Yes, we're starting gray and windy, but the clouds thin out. We'll get more sun this afternoon as our temperatures make their way to the mid to upper 60s. The breezy wind will relax after midday as well. 68 the forecast high. Yeah, almost 20 degrees cooler than yesterday, but still in a pretty pleasant place, especially when coupled with sunshine and calmer wind. Tonight becomes mostly cloudy, a little cooler as well. And then tomorrow is cool and cloudy in general with highs in the 50s, showers at night. But behind that, round of rain late Monday into early Tuesday. Great conditions. Tuesday should be really pleasant in the upper 70s. We get 70s through Thursday and then cooler with some showers as we head into the coming weekend. That was the AccuWeather forecast. We'll be right back. It is currently plotting his escape. That's
could be. Look at that face. Wheels are turning.
Is enjoying being in the Easter basket. He really is the center of attention on this Easter Sunday. Alana, thank you for putting your baby through that so we could enjoy the picture. And Milo's not wearing Easter bunny ears, but Milo is an Easter egg, and I thought that was very cute. Not only does Milo have the egg hat on, but also a couple ponytails, so styling for sure. And Rocco and Remy are actually the two happiest pups that I've seen all weekend to be wearing the bunny ears. I believe that they're enjoying smiling for this picture, so thank you so much for sharing it with us. Today we're starting cloudy and windy, and temperatures in general today a lot cooler than yesterday. None of that sounds all that great, but trust me, it's still going to be a beautiful afternoon. The cloud cover clears, the wind speeds calm, and by midday, we're looking at 60s and a little more sunshine. We do warm up again moving into the middle of the work week. I'll have the full AccuWeather forecast for you after the break. Next week as our highs are in the 50s under a mostly cloudy sky. Tomorrow night we could see a few showers move through. Those will clear out as we move into Tuesday morning. And from there we settle into several days in the 70s with sunshine. So the extended forecast looks beautiful. And today's no exception. Even if we're starting with a little cloud cover, this afternoon will be fairly comfortable outside. Looking at Long Island this morning, low 60s for many. Comac at 60, 61 for Roslyn. Up in Fairfield County, a little bit cooler, 53 Danbury. We're waiting for that cooler, drier air to filter in behind the front, which is why we're getting to some of those blues in the lower Hudson Valley. That's the direction the cool air is coming from, and eventually the rest of us will drop into the upper 50s as well before moving back into the 60s this afternoon. The wind will weaken, but it is a noticeable part of the forecast this morning. You see those gusts in White Plains approaching the 40-mile-per-hour mark, so blustery for now. And with the dry conditions and these gusty winds this morning, our fire danger is elevated. For the lower Hudson Valley, Fairfield County, New York City, and Long Island, there is a statement issued by the National Weather Service just indicating if a fire starts, it'll spread rapidly. So be safe and smart out there today. It's dry, it's breezy, fires can really get out of control quickly. So I wouldn't recommend outdoor burning. Watch the cigarette butts. Don't drive over dry brush. If you're grilling, be mindful of that as well. But the wind does trend calmer into midday. Right now it's feeling blustery at times. By midday, just a little breezy. And by tonight, feeling much calmer. So the wind isn't a significant part of the forecast for the second half of our Sunday. But yeah, this morning is a bit on the breezy side as this front still makes its way through the area. Cloud cover already beginning to clear for the lower Hudson Valley, and that's the trend the rest of us will see moving into midday as well. It doesn't wrap up all at once, but a healthy amount of sunshine in the forecast this afternoon once we get the cloud cover out of here. We do cool a few more degrees moving into mid-morning, but then we start that warm up ahead of midday. That's when we're seeing the sunnier skies and the calmer wind. That's when it really starts to feel great out there. So by brunch time, I think things are looking good. If you're heading to Easter Mass, if you're just heading out on an Easter egg hunt, the forecast really is quite pleasant for the second half of our Sunday, even if it is noticeably cooler than yesterday. Given our highs yesterday were in the mid-80s. We'll end up in the mid to upper 60s with sunshine and a lighter breeze. Nice conditions for your Easter Sunday. Overnight into tomorrow morning, we do become cloudy. Increasing cloud cover takes us into Monday morning. And tomorrow in general is cloudy and cooler. Our highs are the coolest of the next week for tomorrow. Temperatures topping out in the 50s with a few more clouds in the mix. By tomorrow night, some showers swing through. That could linger into first thing Tuesday morning. But after that, showers are out of here. Sun is back and temperatures take off once again. Tuesday's highs are in the upper 70s with sunshine. Should be beautiful, but it's not just Tuesday. Wednesday we're in the 70s with sun. Thursday we're in the 70s with sun. We don't see clouds and a rain chance return to the forecast until we move into this coming weekend. So several days of nice weather ahead of us, and today that's the trend as well. Looking really good out there under the mix of sun and clouds with calming wind. Our highs make their way to the mid 60s. Should be really nice for your Easter Sunday. Monday, probably the worst day of the week weather-wise in my opinion, because I like it a little warmer, but check out where we head by Tuesday.